Hi guys, never done a video like this before, but it's something that I feel God's been nudging me to do for a while, and I found that when God nudges, you better be obedient to that. And so this is a video going out to the guys in my life, the family, the friends, and it comes at a very timely point in society right now as we're in the middle of a heated political season, and we have a very important election in the next week or so. And also this week we have the expected confirmation of Amy Coney Barrett to the Supreme Court. And her views on abortion have been a big part of that. And I think going forward, the abortion issue is going to be a hot topic. And it's been something that has been an issue that I've been involved with for the last 5 years. And I just wanted to share a little bit of my story, really for the purpose of encouraging and challenging you guys to how you could be a part of this fight. About 5 years ago, there was a series of videos that were released by a group called Center for Medical Progress. Maybe a lot of you guys didn't see them, but they were undercover videos where a couple people went into Planned Parenthoods around the country and they recorded conversations that the directors were having about the practice of abortions then being used to sell body parts to researchers for profit. Pretty gross practice, a practice that's illegal. And some of these videos were hard to watch. Some of them were gruesome, but really just the callous way that people were talking about disposing and selling human body parts, babies, was something that got me honestly really kind of fired up and mad. And I had to wrestle with that. I was like, what am I supposed to do with this? And I didn't feel like I knew what to do. I felt like I believed the lie that, hey, I'm a guy, it's really not my problem. But in my heart of heart, I knew that it was something that I needed to do something about. And at the same time, I happened to see a video by a director of a pregnancy resource center, a pro-life center in Texas. And she did this video specifically to men. And this is a clinic that was run by a woman with women's staff. And she said to guys, hey, we need you in this fight. You have a critical role. And she talked about how God has ordained and designed us to be defenders, to be providers of our family, defenders of the weak and the innocent. And she said, you are needed in this fight. And that was all I needed to know that that was true, and to go and seek and find out a local pregnancy center here in San Diego. And for the past 5 years, I've been involved with Pathway Health Clinic in Vista. And it's an incredible organization, and I've learned that guys are needed, absolutely. And the pro-choice crowd would love to say, no uterus, no opinion, you don't have an opinion in this. But yet, if you think about it, in 1973, 7 men on the Supreme Court decided that abortion would be legal. And the pro-choice crowd has no problem with those men having an opinion. And so I can tell you that today, our opinion and our support in this fight is more needed than ever. You think about it, this year the racial tensions and racial justice has been such an issue. Would anyone say no melanin, no opinion? No, of course not. People have a wide range of opinions, and it's a hot topic, but the same is true for abortion. And the other thing that 2020, it's been a rough year, as everyone knows, but it's been especially rough for a lot of the women that come into the center because they have lost jobs. They have been afraid for their health, and then in the midst of that, they find out that they have an unplanned pregnancy. And I can tell you from firsthand experience, the women at the clinic do an incredible job of ministering to these women and men that come in. And they are not only saving babies' lives, but they are standing with these women and supporting them after they make that choice. And there's parenting classes. They give away diapers and clothes and strollers and you name it. And not a single dime of funding comes from the government. This is all being funded by private individuals like you and me. And so it's a critical fight, And I want to encourage you as men to stand up and to stand in the gap and to be a part of that. There's a number of ways you can do it. The first and most important is prayer. Prayer is powerful. I get emails. When you're on the email list with the center, you'll get an email that says, somebody is in the center right now trying to make a decision for life. Please pray. And I'll stop what I'm doing, and it is such a privilege to be able to pray that a woman would choose life. And then to get that praise report later is incredible. So there's that. There's teaching our kids. Part of my prayer is that the next generation would just reject the practice of abortion in the same way that people rejected slavery, and it's a foreign concept that even if slavery were legal, no one would have slaves. Now, in the same way that even if abortion is illegal, that people would just, it would be a foreign idea to even consider an abortion. So please pray and please stand up and teach your kids the truth. And lastly, 2020 has been a rough year on a lot of these centers because the fundraisers that they have been scrapped or had to be completely altered. And so the finances are down big time. And as guys, again, as providers for our family, and this is, I believe, one of the big ways that we can be a part of the fight. I can't be there, us guys, it's hard for us to be at the clinic and to be ministering and counseling with women. It's not our role, but we are there behind the scenes with a critical job of allowing them to be on the front lines. And so to that end, we have an event coming up on December 4th in Encinitas. More details will go out, but Mike Slater, who is an incredible speaker, conservative Christian guy that speaks the truth in love, and a powerful speaker, and he's very passionate about this issue. He'll be speaking, and I'm really excited for this event, and I hope that you guys will consider coming and standing up with me and being a part of this. So if you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to call, talk to me. I'd love to go over. There's so much more that I could talk about, but this is something that is bigger than ourselves. It's a chance to be a part of something that I really feel like God's moving at this time and place in history. So thanks, guys. I really appreciate it, and we'll be again in touch soon.